Ushiramiya Battler, the son of Rudolph and his first wife, Asumu. When his father married his second wife shortly after Asumu's death, Battler rebelled and went to live with his grandparents on his mother's side. However, both of these grandparents passed away, and he has now returned to the Ushiramiya family after 6 years. This family conference is a chance for him to renew his friendship with his cousins after a 6-year gap. Ushiramiya George, Eva and Hideyoshi's son. An affable young man liked by everyone in the family. He is currently studying as an assistant for his father's company, and it seems he dreams of making it on his own one day. As the oldest of the 4 cousins, he acts as their leader and arbitrator. Ushiramiya Hideyoshi, Eva's husband. He took his wife's name upon their marriage and became a member of the Ushiramiya family. He therefore does not possess the spiteful genes passed down through Ushiramiya family members.
Got him.
And his bright smile is very refreshing at the family conferences. He started his business from scratch and now works as the president of a medium-sized restaurant chain. This chain seems to be growing and performing extremely well. Ushiramiya Eva, Kinzo's second child. She is hostile towards her brother Kraus and opposes him whenever she can, from issues dealing with the family fortune to the question of who will succeed the family headship. Normally, she would have lost her place in the Ushiramiya family register upon her marriage, but she managed to forcibly overcome this by having her husband take her family name. Ushiramiya Rudolph, Kinzo's third child. Along with his sister Eva, he intends to make his voice heard during the family conference to prevent the oldest sibling Kraus from keeping all their father's wealth to himself. His former wife Asumu passed away 6 years ago, and he married his current wife Kyrie shortly after that. Ushiramiya Kyrie, Rudolph's second wife. She had already worked alongside him for some time before the death of his first wife, at which time she openly took the position of his wife. She has served as Rudolph's right hand in several shady pieces of business, guiding them to success. She is quick-thinking and well-trusted by her husband. Ushiramiya Rosa, Kinzo's fourth child. She is by far the youngest of the 4 siblings. It seems that this gives her a weaker position at the family conference. She manages a design company, but she has yet to start taking it seriously, and its financial situation is far from favorable. Ushiramiya Maria, Rosa's daughter. Her father's identity is unknown. She can't shake off the habit of speaking like a young child, which often earns her a scolding. She has no interest in studying or making friends, but is very interested in things concerning the occult and black magic. Thanks to her excellent powers of memorization, she knows all kinds of obscure trivia. Ushiramiya Jessica, Kraus and Natsuhi's daughter. In the absence of any irregularities, it is thought that she will eventually inherit the headship of the Ushiramiya family, or technically, her husband will. However, she seems to have no interest in all of this. She was born with weak bronchi, and is sometimes assailed by sudden asthma attacks.
Be like that.
Ushiramiya Natsuhi,
Me.
Kraus's wife. She manages the household of the Ushiramiya head family in place of her husband, who takes little interest in such matters. She was in charge of all preparations and arrangements for this family conference. She possesses a strong sense of responsibility and a great deal of pride. However, neither her husband nor her siblings understand her very well, so her position is far from enviable. Ushiramiya Kraus, Kinzo's first child. That's me. As the oldest of the 4 siblings, he leads the family conference. However, the other siblings think he is trying to get all the inheritance for himself, and this further strains the tensions between them. He is a real estate investor and has put a lot of money into the development of a resort. However, his results have been harshly criticized.
Disneyland. Fuck. Need to get us on that.
Attending physician Nanjo. Kinzo's attending physician and longtime friends. He once ran a hospital on Nijima, but he turned it over to his son and now enjoys his old age in peace. Now that Kinzo's constant suspicion has reached extraordinary heights, Nanjo is one of the very few people he trusts. Thanks to Nanjo's big-hearted nature, he has been able to continue his friendship with Kinzo, despite the latter's tendency to fly into a rage at the slightest provocation. Servant Genji, the leader of the servants who work for the Ushiramiya family. He has served Kinzo longer than any other, and is the person most trusted by that old man. Since he serves Kinzo directly, Kraus and Natsuhi think of him as being a spy for Kinzo. Servant Shannon, a young but experienced servant. She's normally calm and performs her job efficiently, but she messes up when she gets nervous. Furthermore, Shannon is nothing more than a pseudonym that she uses when on duty, not her real name. Servant Cannon, a young servant. He performs his duties silently and diligently, but is not so highly regarded as a servant due to his unsociable nature. There are multiple other servants with the character in their pseudonyms. He and Shannon just happen to be the ones on duty that day. Servant Goda, a servant hired as a cook. He hasn't served his family long, but through his earlier jobs and previous experience, he has cultivated a talent for entertaining guests. Because of this, he is very highly regarded as a servant. Servant Kumasawa. This elderly woman is a part-timer who, though she has quit her job several times along the way, has served the family for a great many years in total. She is crafty and more competent when it comes to performing her duties, but because of her chattiness and love of rumors, she is not highly regarded as a servant. Ushiramiya Kinzo, the aged head of the Ushiramiya family. Even though it has already been announced that he has just a few months to live, he is brimming with energy. Though he amassed a vast fortune in the past, he never made any announcements regarding the inheritance, which worries his children. He is strongly influenced by the West and is a rabid fan of the occult. His study is packed with mysterious grimoires.